Well, good morning.
Hey guys.
Let me tell you, Eddie Lugo Studios put out a lot of stuff this weekend. Had me going here, there, everywhere. He put out a Costa Maya. He put out the Newlywed Game, which is not so newlywed. Oh my God. I just don't know.
Special guest.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Well, we auditioned and we failed, and now I see why.
Because we didn't get raunchy.
We didn't get raunchy enough.
Yes. And it's a special day today.
Word?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not saying.
What day could it be?
I'm not saying.
Is it somebody's birthday?
Nope.
Oh. Is it? Well, no, it's not St. Patrick's Day.
No. That was yesterday.
Belated St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
Yeah. Is it? It's not our anniversary, is it?
No.
Oh. Right.
That day you gotta better remember.
Right.
Is it? Let's see. Is it Trash Day?
No.
No.
Not tomorrow. Here,
we survived.
Spring break. Spring break is over. The kids have gone back to school, and today is a happy day, to say the very least.
The refrigerator is closed.
Yes, the refrigerator is closed. Imagine that.
The
carpet is taking a rest.
This right here, the spoon against the bowl.
Yeah, the ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's gone. It's silent again. Yes. So yes, we are celebrating this morning. That's what's up.
Yeah, we're celebrating.
What else are we celebrating?
I don't know, but we're celebrating that man coming today.
Oh yeah, the physical therapist that wants to send her to the emergency room every time he reads the blood pressure. Right. Oh, you got to go. This is high. But duh, she has high blood pressure.
Right.
I'm just sitting back here thinking, I'm like, read her chart, dude. But anyway, good morning and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team for the cruise and travel shenanigans. Welcome in. My name is Jeremy. This is Cheryl. Up top is Eddie and Scott. How was your weekend, gentlemen?
A lot of doing much of nothing because I did rest, but didn't take naps, which is weird. I slept till late Saturday. Then yesterday about the same. But other than that, I had a premiere both Saturday and Sunday nights. And did some work around the house on a Saturday. Alice was doing cleaning around. And we had a relaxing weekend, I will tell you.
How's the new studio coming? I heard a little birdie say that the Lugos might have a new studio space.
Me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Alice working on telling me how to move this thing, some of the furniture inside the room.
Right.
Without her being here. So how am I going to move furniture? I have an idea. But I'm working on it. Yeah. And then I got my specific wall now.
Yeah. That'll work.
The wall that I wanted is gone now. No, I got stuck with a smaller wall now.
Oh, okay. Alice didn't put that thing down, huh?
She put her foot down and took over the office now. So I'm kind of screwed.
Oh, okay.
We'll see what happens.
Well, that'll work.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I just spent time doing things around the house, and at one point in time, I did witness myself eating chicken wings.
Ooh.
At the local.
That was some good wings, man.
Yeah.
Yep. I got down on them, and Hannah was just looking at you too. I don't know if you noticed her while you were doing that. She was just like,
I'm next to Scott going like this.
Yeah. You're pretty sneaky with a camera, man. You really are. Yep. Anyway,
yeah, no idea of filming. He was going at it, man.
Yeah,
It was nice to see him eat.
I know.
This guy doesn't eat, man. You gotta put him.
I do eat. I do eat. I do eat plenty. I just, I'm on a medication that massively suppresses my cravings and, like snackiness. So I eat meals, but I'm just not, I just don't eat a lot of junk food, and I'm fuller faster due to this medication. So so I eat, like a reasonable, sensible amount of food, and then I'm good. And I don't have that constant nagging at me to go and get a snack or to eat a larger portion or anything like that. And it's very nice.
Cool beans. Well, good morning, everybody who has came into the replay. First of all, thank you for coming back and watching the replay. We love you guys so much. But for those of you that are here right now, good morning and welcome in Cruising on the High Seas.
And travel.
Good morning.
Travel.
Next up in the chat is Traveling with Tinkerbell. Good morning.
Tinker.
And she says, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. It's a cloudy day here in Florida. And we always appreciate that donation of fairies and butter toast. Here we go. Since she brought it up, I gotta go ahead and put this. Yep, that's for you. Where you going, Scott? Okay. Let's see. Next up in the chat is none other than our co-host, Yo, Brooklyn in House, Eddie Lugo Studios. Next up in the chat is Mike and Rihanna's Adventures.
Reinforcements have arrived from the north.
Good morning. And he says it is 35 degrees right now with a high of 64 degrees today and sunny. 35 to 64. Ooh.
It is
Kathy-
currently 38 degrees here.
Yeah. Kathy Mills, good morning.
Good morning.
Look at the meals.
Cruising is fun anytime. Hey, babe.
Hoorah.
Good morning.
Texas.
That's right, baby. Danny D, the spectacular supporter, has
And
made
Angel.
it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Trouble.
Ahoy there, Captain Billy J. Travels.
Oh,
has
my
made it.
Lord.
Hello.
Welcome.
Right in.
Welcome in.
Good morning.
We got Cruising with Keith in the chat. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up? Keith, it's the one? All right.
Yes. Oh, snap. Next up in the chat is none other than our co-host, the Mustard Drill, has made it in. Hello.
Where? I love that guy.
Right there. And it's cold where he is, too.
Yes.
And he's expecting snow.
And
Man,
let's
I wish
see.
I was there with the snow.
Yep. Cruise Nuts. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
D's.
morning.
Yep, that's what they said. Hello, everyone. These nuts are in the house, and we got a donation of peanuts.
Or
Yep.
nuts.
It is Monday for sure. Absolutely. Magnificent Germany with Darian has made it in. Hello.
Good morning.
Got another one that they let in.
Yep. And here's another one they let in too. Elizabeth has made it into the chat. Good
First
morning.
lady.
She has to be. She has to be here.
Yep. Hey, Leonard Family Fun has made it in with the day of the day.
Yeah, I'm looking
Hola,
at
Tenica.
Uh-huh. Happy Monday. It's National Sloppy Joe Day. Okay, let me stop it right there.
We're not having it.
Oh, National Awkward Moments Day.
I can do that.
National Supreme Sacrifice Day.
You are sacrificing today, Jeremy.
I don't know the Supreme Sacrifice.
Well,
That sounds-
no sloppy Joe. So you will sacrifice today.
Okay. National Biodiesel Day.
What the?
National Lacy Oatmeal Cookie Day.
We made cookies yesterday.
Yep.
Oh,
Celebrate accordingly.
Well, the national sloppy they save it for October.
Mhm.
We'll go down to Key West. I'll take you to Sloppy Joe's.
Okay. Cruising with Calandra has made it in. Hello. Welcome in.
I'm
Good
stuck,
morning.
I'm stuck on sacrifice day. Should I sacrifice you?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Good on live TV.
Those things. And
Go
just
get a blade right now.
Light it on fire?
sacrifice.
Well, yeah, but they don't have to be a lighting on fire, floating down the river type of thing.
Yeah, sacrifice.
Oh, she's going way back.
You're giving her idea, so
There it is.
Oh,
that's for you. Scott Smith, good morning.
Is it gone?
Yes, it's gone.
And the bad thing about it, it's on the TV and it's on the monitor.
It is.
So
and on the phone right here.
Oh,
We got 3 screens running simultaneously.
Bam.
Yes, we do. That's for you.
Bam.
Iguanas kissing the sidewalk.
I'm surprised they don't have any in Galveston.
No.
No,
They
we
will
got
fly
coyotes.
We
there.
got coyotes and snakes.
Cruising with Keith.
Coyotes.
Doesn't seem like it would be
Wow.
quite warm enough in Texas for iguanas, though, right?
Yeah, they
Oh,
will love it
it's
there.
It's
We gotta
hot.
get some there, right?
But not
Yeah,
in the winter, though, right? In the winter, it gets cold, right? And I guess it gets cold in Miami too, but only for about like 3 hours. in the
About as
morning.
cold as a bad
Well,
refrigerator.
there's days that could be a lot. It's freezing temperatures. Then it drops. Then it's up 70s. Then 3 hours later, it's down to 50s,
Yeah.
and
We're
then
ma-
90% again. So it's just weird.
We're mainly in the mid 60s in the winter.
Yeah.
It might drop down into the 50s.
So I'm gonna
Most of the
go to
time.
Florida, pick up a few iguanas, and bring them over to Galveston, drop them off
Mm.
near your house.
He'll be here in January, so
I'll be in the house.
you can make this
I'll be in
happen.
the house.
Mm. Cruising with Keith has a cruise counting down less than 10 weeks to my cruise. Now I'm counting down the weeks. It's less stressful than the days.
Oh, yeah, it is true.
That's a good tip.
How many do we have?
That is a good tip. I think 200 and let me say
Let me know when it's 200.
224.
Let me know when it's 200.
Yep. And then let's see who else has made it in. Midlife Travels has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Midlife Travels.
Yep.
Yes. Good morning.
And oh, okay. Yes, we do. We Traveling with Tinkerbell says we need Cruising with Keith to come on the booze cruise in October.
Yes, we do.
Yep. Hey, we got some fresh fruit in the chat too. Banana.
Mm.
Banana.
Don't worry, they're on the way. Will G, good morning.
He's back. He had a bit. I bet he had a blast. I know he had a blast.
You know who's having a blast right now is Leo and them.
Yeah, I've watched it. They have a Cellaway party video out, and then they have another one. They have 2 that they've put out since they've been on the cruise.
Okay, this is interesting. Mike and Rihanna's Adventure says we found key lime pie soda yesterday on our adventure to a different province.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of it. They're like fake, not the real thing.
And then it says we even found butter soda. LOL.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
So
no.
was the key lime soda good? Because I would try the key lime soda.
Butter
Yeah.
soda.
What?
Wow.
That is
No.
weird.
No, I couldn't do that.
No. Rejected.
Cholesterol City.
Traveling with Tinkerbell has a cruise countdown 19 days until cruise day.
Mm.
Yep. And that is yucky. Yes, absolutely. Wow.
What's the name of it?
Midlife Travel says it's 40 degrees and chilly here in Southeast Oklahoma with a high of 50 today. We are under a freeze warning tonight at 25 degrees.
Mm.
Ooh, that's rough.
I got family in Tulsa.
Ooh, we got some coconuts in the chat. That's the first time we've had
Yum,
coconut.
yum. That I'll eat with some vanilla ice cream mix. Oh,
Mm.
and pineapple juice in it. Oh, yeah.
It's got me all.
Piña colada.
It's got me all Caribbean and stuff.
Mm.
Mike and Rihanna, there was even peanut butter and jelly soda.
Wow.
Where did
Weird.
y'all go to see this?
I know, right?
They were in Saskatchewan.
Really?
Nice. And Leonard Family Fun says, give me some good homemade peach cobbler with extra crust topped with Cool Whip, please.
Mm.
You know, we had
Peach cobbler.
peach
last
cobbler
week.
last week during spring break.
Yeah.
Plenty of that here.
The kids and us, we ate it all up in one sitting.
Mhm.
The whole pan, it was gone. Yeah, we indulged.
Yeah.
We had extra
You guys
sugar.
killed anything you guys put in front of you.
Right.
Oh,
Especially
snap.
sweets.
The Mustard Drill left some iguanas in the chat, and yeah, those are for you.
Mm-mm.
Leonard Family Fun says we are making progress down to 341 days until the icon.
Wow.
I know you guys are excited about that.
That's that big shit.
Yep. And we are caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for me to show you our visitor that we have in town today. And it is none other than
Mickey Mouse.
the mouse has shown up here
Gonna make me cry.
today. Yeah, no, the mouse is here.
Their
And
ropes are even the same color as the ship. Man, y'all paying for the ropes because all the other ships got regular rope color.
no, I think those lampshades that I see on the room tours with the globe on them, you know, the little nice touches is what you're paying for, because those are all specially made.
There's a dining room where the walls in the dining room are black and white, like it's got white walls with like just not silhouette, but just black Disney characters drawn on it. And slowly, as the dining service goes on, they introduce color into the drawings and the background, and by the time dinner is done, the entire wall and the character drawings are completely filled in with color, like they've been illustrated.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, you're paying for that Disney magic, you know.
Of course.
Magically transforms the walls of the dining room.
And this is the Disney magic here in town today. If you are sailing away on this beautiful vessel, you should already be here in town. And if you are, we are waking up to 62 degrees today with a 79% humidity and windy. Your sail away forecast is as follows: 68 degrees with 40% humidity and windy. Winds at 22 miles an hour today.
Yeah, it is windy out. I went outside and it's windy.
Yep. All righty. Well, where are all of the other ships? Let's see. The Carnival Breeze is in Costa Maya. The Carnival Jubilee is at sea. The Disney Magic is here. The Norwegian Prima is in Harvest Caye, Belize. The Regal Princess and the Harmony of the Seas are both at sea. And oh, snap! The Voyager's here. I did not know that. So let me jump over here to the Marina Cam, and let's take a little look at the Voyager here. There we go. Boom.
But oh look,
hey, it's Alice May is the name of this boat right here. That's
but the Voyager, that class of ship, they can't do but 4 people in a room because I tried.
Yeah.
Try
to fit 3 kids into a Royal Caribbean room, and
one adult's not gonna go.
Oh snap! That didn't even show. Yeah, there's a little boat that went by. It's named Alice May. All right. Well, here we go. Let's see who else made it back into the chat. Midlife Travels has shared a cruise countdown, 145 days until our 14-day cruise on the Carnival Liberty.
Nice.
Oh, that'll work.
You're taking cruises like Scott. 10.
Yeah, I don't know how many days. I haven't looked at it lately. I've been
right?
Very busy with other endeavors. So it appears that I am sailing in
20 days. Traveling with Tinkerbell says Disney has some great food and their service is phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
I will never find out.
You've been on the Disney. Good.
All right.
Too many kids on like a standard ship. Can you imagine?
I can't.
Dealing with the number of kids on a Disney ship.
No, can't imagine. Won't
she
imagine.
She would need a yacht club experience where they bring the food to the stateroom.
Right.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's on Holland.
That's guaranteed.
That's
That's yacht club.
Oh.
You
I
have
know Holland does some.
you have a
special
table
things.
and chairs in the room where you can dine in the room.
Mm.
All 3 meals. You never have to leave the suite at
I
all.
would never leave if I was on a Disney ship.
Well, then you stay home. Why spend the money?
Right.
Right. And we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Jeremy Goes Bananas. And today is Monday, March 18th. And on this day in history, in 1766, the British Parliament repealed the Stamp Act of 1765 after violent protests from American colonists, including a group known as the Sons of Liberty.
Hmm.
In 1837, American politician Grover Cleveland, who was the only U.S. president to serve 2 discontinuous terms, was born.
Hmm.
Discontinuous terms?
Discontinuous. That's not a banana. That was
No, I mean, he served one term, missed it, and then came back for another.
Yeah. Between 1885 to 89, and then 1893 to 97.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like what's going to happen with Trump.
Right.
Oh, please.
In 1869, Neville Chamberlain, who was British Prime Minister from May 28, 1937 to May 10th, 1940, and whose name is identified with the policy of appeasement toward Adolf Hitler's Germany, was born.
Hmm. He looked like he would do that.
In 1871, the Commune of Paris, an insurrection of Parisians against the French government, began, lasting until May 28th.
Hmm.
That was a long insurrection. In 1902, Italian operatic tenor Enrico Caruso, one of the first musicians to document his voice on the gramophone, made his first phonograph recording.
Hmm.
In 1906, the first monoplane constructed by Romanian inventor Traian Vuia
Mm-mm.
made a flight of 12 meters, 40 feet.
That's a banana.
In 1932, American writer John Updike, whose novels, short stories, and poems are known for their realistic but subtle depiction of American Protestant small-town middle-class life, was born.
Hmm.
In 1936, politician F.W.
Hello.
F.W. de Klerk.
Oh my God.
Right.
F.W. de Klerk, who, as president of South Africa, brought the apartheid system of racial segregation to an end and negotiated a transition to majority rule in his country, was born.
Hmm.
In 1964, speed skater Bonnie Blair, one of the most successful American women athletes in Olympic competition, was born in Cornwall, New York.
Hmm.
In 1965, Soviet cosmonaut Alexei Leonov, after passing through
Bananas.
an airlock on the spacecraft Voskhod 2, became the first man to walk in space.
You see Eddie,
Bananas.
You see Eddie laughing. I see Eddie
You know,
laughing.
she's watching y'all on the TV set over
Right.
here. 1974, 7 member countries of OPEC lifted a 5-month oil embargo against the United States.
Hmm.
In 1990, in what was considered to be the world's biggest art heist, 2 men pretending to be police officers stole 13 works, including paintings by Rembrandt and Johannes Vermeer, from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. The stolen art was never recovered.
Whoa. Is that what's hanging up in our house?
No, the FBI might try to get in. Let's not.
Let's not play like that.
Mm-mm. In 2012, Tongan King Topu V died and was succeeded by his younger brother, Crown Prince Lavaka, who took the name Topu VI.
Bananas.
Correct.
That's a whole big bananas thing.
In 2017, American singer-songwriter and guitarist Chuck Berry, who was a leading and influential performer in the rhythm and blues and rock and roll music, died at the age of 90.
I wonder if he was doing the twist still at 90.
And that will do it for On This Day in History. It's a beaver.
I drove 539 miles for this car.
No. Oh, snap. Michael the Realist has made it in. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, happy new week. There we go. That'll work. Let's see.
Hey, Mosh.
Has made it in. Mosh has made it in. Hello. Welcome in.
Good morning.
Yep. Boom, boom. FBI, open up. Yep. Absolutely. So we are still caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Scott to bring us the cruise and travel industry news.
Morning. Cruise News with Scott, and Eddie's gonna go make coffee.
Carnival Cruise Lines warns cruise passengers to behave themselves. It says here in a comprehensive 2-page letter to passengers scheduled to sail on Carnival cruises in March and April, emphasize respectful and considerate behavior for the upcoming spring break season, essentially reminding passengers to behave or face consequences. We want you to have a fun vacation, but please remember the cruise ship is a shared space. Our experience has taught us that everyone has a better time when children are supervised, noise in the hallways is kept to a minimum, guests follow cues, and a spirit of community and neighborliness is shown by all. The letter instructs passengers to acknowledge Carnival's code of conduct during the check-in process and to become familiar with the guidelines before embarking on a voyage. If you are sailing as a group or a family, please make sure that you have a conversation so that everyone understands how they can support the shipboard leaders in creating a fun and safe environment. It isn't the first time Carnival has sent warnings. They sent similar letters in 2023 during the spring break season. The directive details specific conduct requirements, passengers, including banning of all speakers and radios to prevent interference with essential public announcements. Any speaker, including Bluetooth, wireless, or portable, brought on board during a cruise will be confiscated. Public announcements must be heard by all guests and crew. Passengers will also not be able to reserve a sun lounger or seat using towels or other personal belongings. Available on a first-come, first-served basis, Carnival staff will remove unattended towels and belongings if it is clear that the guests are not actively using the chair. Addressing concerns commonly associated with spring break festivities, Carnival underlines policies on alcohol, beverages, tobacco, and marijuana. No hard liquor or beer is permitted to be brought on board. Any guests may only bring a maximum of 12 sealed, unopened cans or cartons of 12 ounce or less of non-alcoholic beverages. Passengers 21 years of age or older could also bring 1 bottle of wine or champagne. Violations of the beverage policy will result in confiscation without compensation to the passengers. So spring break in the United States typically occurs between early March and mid-April, with varying dates across the region. Educational institutions, colleges, and universities often schedule their spring breaks early in March, while school and younger students have theirs later in March or in early April. Spring break tends to flock to destinations that offer a mix of beach and relaxation. Carnival's March and April itineraries are popular for spring breakers, and to include ports from Miami, Tampa, New Orleans, Port Canaveral, Baltimore, as well as Bahamas cruises from Baltimore and South Carolina. Amidst Carnival's advisory, popular spring break destinations are sending similar notices. In Florida, for example, Miami has instituted curfews, checkpoints, and patrols to manage the crowds. In Volusia County, home to Daytona Beach, has warned of drug-related dangers, and Governor Ron DeSantis reminded visitors that Florida is a law and order state. Moving on.
Yes.
Entertainer sues cruise lines over passenger actions on stage. A well-known Australian magician named Ben Murphy has filed a lawsuit against Royal Caribbean Group, Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, and an assailant who attacked him during a performance during a 5-night cruise out of Brisbane, Australia. The incident happened during one of Murphy's onboard performances, approximately halfway through the interactive magic show. Murphy regularly invites audience members on stage to participate in his tricks and illusions, and a female passenger was on stage with him at the time. Now, the lawsuit filed on Ben Murphy's behalf seeks damages in excess of $75,000 not including legal fees and interest. The lawsuit includes a demand for a jury trial, and the case has been assigned to Judge Jonathan Goodman and is now being processed via affidavits, discovery, and other appropriate legal processes. Murphy's attorneys allege that the magician suffered bruises and blurry vision as a result of the incident on the Quantum of the Seas, which included hitting his head on the stage floor. The lawsuit is intended to be a compensation for those injuries and other effects of the incident. Murphy, well known for his interactive comedy experience shows, was a guest entertainer aboard Quantum of the Seas during the 5-night sailing. As it is customary for cruise ship entertainers, Murphy has several performances scheduled during the sailing, and each time brings new tricks to the audience. During one of his shows, a female guest was sitting on the edge of the stage to perform a card trick with Murphy when another male passenger who was not invited on stage quickly approached the stage and pushed Murphy. The woman tried to stay between them, but the man walked away after a couple of seconds, his body language indicating he was upset or angry. The incident happened in the Royal Theater, the ship's main lounge, in front of hundreds of passengers during the evening entertainment. Video footage was captured of the incident, and at the time, Murphy shared the footage on his social media accounts. It is not clear whether the two passengers, the woman or who volunteered, and the man who physically pushed Murphy knew one another or were traveling together. Though the incident was startling for everyone attending the show, Murphy continued the performance and also offered multiple performances later in the sailing. He has since continued performing in various venues, including both public and private functions, and it is unknown whether Murphy has since performed on board any Royal Caribbean cruise ship. I think that's a big fat no right there. And will never perform again, probably, and probably not any other cruise line either. The cruise line did not comment on the incident at the time, and multiple guests on board the sailing noted that the man who caused the incident was able to continue to enjoy his cruise until it returned to Brisbane. This should not have been allowed. The incident is in clear violation of Royal Caribbean's guest conduct policy, which clearly states that a guest may not engage in uninvited physical contact, nor is a guest able to be discourteous or disruptive. And of course, shoving the entertainer clearly would be seen as uninvited, discourteous, and disruptive. So,
And that's the way the news goes.
That's something.
yeah,
That is.
for sure.
But for Carnival to come out and say no fighting, no this, that, they've got to stick with the policy, because it's a pick and choose. If you do this, then we're going to do this. But not everybody is punished for fighting.
Yep.
You know, some people are punished, some people are fined, some people are just a tap on the wrist and enjoy your cruise.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Speaking of controversy, controversial cruising has made it in. Hello, welcome in.
What's up?
And hey, friend Antoinette at Fun has made it in. Hello,
Hello, beautiful.
Good morning.
welcome in. And let me see who else has made it into the chat. Tanisha says, how the heck did someone get on stage with the magician to cause them so much harm?
Right.
Some real hocus pocus stuff.
And they usually have some crew members by the stairs. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with Royal Caribbean.
It sounds like they were. I mean, the article says they were sitting on the edge of the stage.
Yeah.
So they were essentially right at the edge of the stage in front of the front row.
Yep. And I know that's a culture shock to Royal Caribbean. You know, these type of things don't happen as often as other cruise lines. And I'm glad that they're paying attention, but they got sued. And
but he went on to complete. If his eyes were messed up, how did he know that his magic trick was working?
I think it's very interesting that he did go on to finish, like he did go on to do additional shows and things like that. So you'd guess, I mean, you'd have to assume that he wasn't injured.
Right.
Right. But
he's got to finish that contract.
Yeah. He clearly does not want to work on cruise ships ever again, because I can't imagine even just filing the lawsuit, let alone winning it or not winning it, would be enough, definitely, for the line that you're suing. But then if the other lines know that you've sued a line as a performer, they're never going to hire you either.
Nope.
So.
Together We Travel just made it in. Hello, welcome in.
Good morning.
And let's see, we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for us to address this right here. Is alcohol to blame for passenger behavior? Before you get to your answer, I just want to let you see sometimes what happens whenever alcohol gets involved, and it's a cruiser that is, okay, I'll just run the clip.
Oh goodness, we're dancing. Well, I don't know. That was that grape juice and fruit.
Yeah.
So
fermented.
Yeah.
Yes.
So and he got it. Eddie took that clip.
Yeah.
So we have Eddie to thank for that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We definitely have Eddie.
Let's talk about the grape juice, Scott. What's going on?
Okay, so here's my answer to this question. Okay. I wish it was just as simple as saying, and I imagine that alcohol probably does factor into the lion's share of it, right? However, as controversial as this might be, people have, I think, radically changed. And I think even more so, and maybe like doubly or triply so since the pandemic, right? I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was being locked up or if it was, whatever it was. People just seem like they just don't have respect for anybody anymore. And they just feel like I almost like a fathom and imagine that these people are in this massively shared space. They're on there with thousands of people. They clearly know that they are in a place where, they are far from alone, or with, people they know, but they seem like they're in a bubble and like they just don't seem to care that their behavior is based on what I consider universal, standards or universal, behavior, or what's acceptable. They just seem like they just do it anyway. And if you have anything to say about it, it's usually not followed up by, oh, you know what, you're right. It's usually followed up by, something derogatory or something negative. And it just feels like people just have this idea that they just can behave however they want, do whatever they want, and that there's nothing wrong with it, or that they shouldn't face any consequences for it.
Right.
And I think that I think that there is a large number of people, and I think that attitude exists beyond any diminished inhibitions due to alcohol. And I think it's only going to keep getting worse. And it's certainly, it seems more prevalent on cruise ships. And I'm just not exactly sure why, because you feel like that's the worst place for it to be, because it's such a smaller, more confined space that makes it very difficult for people to get away from. So,
yeah. Eddie?
Alcohol plays a big part of it. Also entitlement and ignorance. A lot of people are, not even without the alcohol, they are not, they think you go from one place, you go to another, don't realize there are rules and different things, or there's like, you go to a different state, there's different law. Sometimes you don't know about it until you find out, the hard way. And it's like, why should I do that? Why should I, I don't have to deal with that, but some of the areas you have to, you like it or not, you gotta follow the rules sometimes, no matter what. There has to be an independence and a right way to do things. And hopefully the next 4 years will be a lot better. No back to the same crap we were a few years ago. But that's not my decision to make. So hey people, we're only here for a short time. We gotta make the best of it. And the more we fight with each other, we're not getting anywhere. We're not gonna be getting anything done. And we just need to sometimes, shut up. And I know you want to have a good time and drinks and all that, but make sure you know where you're at. You're not at home. You're not in a park. You're not, you're in a public place where there's more people doing the same thing you're doing. So do the best you can.
Yep.
Well, I'm against it totally. The fighting, the fighting over little stuff like lounge chairs. And Eddie said a word that hadn't came to mind. Entitlement.
Yeah, I felt that right here.
I did.
Like,
I felt that.
I felt that.
and that was a word that's not really used a lot, because we tend to say, oh, it's okay, because they're entitled to act like that in public, because it's it's the way they think they should act, because I witnessed someone, I guess it was the Breeze or the Dream or one of those class ships. And this man was just really fussing, remember?
At the Italian restaurant. We'll never forget him.
Never.
He was
and he was entitled, he thought.
Yeah.
He thought that he was entitled. And he was just fussing at this young girl because his food hadn't came out. I mean, if you ever been to the Italian restaurant doing lunch, it's like busy. Crazy.
It's free. So naturally people want to show up for lunch, and it's packed during lunchtime on the Carnival ship.
Yeah. And this was like the Breeze class or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of the bigger ships. And I said, that is so rude.
Yeah, it was tacky.
Very
tacky.
Very loud, and telling her, why isn't his food ready, and and we were there before him, and he was still going at it different. It was just a mess. So entitled people, I don't think I answered the question in the chat before the entitlement came. That's
a big part of it.
That's a big part of it. Being entitled on a cruise. And I don't know. I don't think it's right, whether they're fighting with each other or fighting with the crew, who we found out wait staff makes $900 a month. We watched one of their videos, a couple of their videos on different ships.
Yep.
Carnival makes the wait staff makes $900 a month. The other lady was on
she was on Royal.
Yeah. And I can't remember what she made. And I said, oh, $900. That's why, we give them extra. I didn't even know what they made.
Yeah, but there was a crew member that came out and said how much they made.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And he broke it down.
Terrible.
Yeah, he broke it down to different levels of the people in the wait staff.
Now, to specifically drill in on the alcohol, there was a comedian back in the 80s. This was years ago, that said alcohol does not change who you are, it enhances who you are. So if the person is fighting because they've been drinking, that's just who they are. It's they came to fight. They came to cause a problem. So yes, alcohol will enhance who you are and bring out the real person. Okay, that's what it will. If you're a fighter, naturally you're going to be looking for a fight whenever you're drinking. So good question, real good discussion.
Very good question, because entitled.
And by that standard, then all alcohol does is turn me into a potty mouth, chicken wing eating dancer.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. On the 2.0, I keep saying this every morning, Monday through Friday. We're all going to learn Scott's dance.
Yep.
And we're all going to do it on the Lido. So
yes, we are.
Watch
sober.
replays.
We're going to do it sober.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to be on there with Scott, so I might drink, I'm
some
good.
Grape juice
with some fruit.
Tinkerbell said she got that covered. So,
and then you have Controversial Cruising, who's a drinker. So I don't know if I'm gonna be sober or not.
Yep,
I might be asleep. I might.
And Kathy Mills says, "Looked like it was the right amount of alcohol to me. A happy buzz going on there."
Right.
Yes.
I mean, listen. I mean, I don't tend to be like, I'm not typically an a-hole drunk. I'm typically kind of like just a laid back, fun drunk.
Right.
Yep.
But I'm not the life of the party either. So
I don't know.
There was a huge difference between Maya Chan and Cozumel. Same country, different result.
Well, one was a massive amount of tequila, and the other was a gradual amount of wine.
Yeah, that night, Costa Maya night, was you were a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Wait, what was he doing? Wait, he was talking to the people at the reservation desk, and then Alice said, "There's Scott. Scott." We started screaming. I said, "Let me just get up and go where he is." And so I went and got him.
At the local.
Yeah, at the local.
At the local. Yeah.
At the local.
Yep.
Yes.
And Captain Billy J has dropped the link to the video for the magician incident here if you guys want to go check that out. Thank you, Captain. And yeah, speaking of dropping links, I'm seeing a lot of blue wrenches coming in here. Thank you guys so much for being our moderators. We want to reach out to you guys and just say thank you.
Thank you.
Really, we do. Especially Nightbot. And cruising is funny time. Yes, drinking 15 drinks can cause problems.
Yes, but
entitled. And they're all complaining about wanting more.
Right.
It's
not enough.
That makes no sense.
But that entitlement, you said a mouthful right there. We could do a whole show based off.
But the big question is, where did it come from, right? Because I mean, there's always been entitled people, but the amount of it seems to have just exploded in a relative term overnight, right?
Yeah, right.
Just so in such a short amount of time, it just really just showed up in droves.
And I will tell you where and when and who, but I'm not going to get into another discussion here. So
okay.
I agree. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree.
The after show. Let's save that for the after show. James Cantonese has made it in. Hello, welcome in. Tanisha says, if a nut without alcohol is not the sole reason they behave crazy. Nuts and fools should not partake in alcohol. Sorry, not sorry. And
that's
I cannot.
True. It's like what Jeremy just said, that alcohol kind of,
yeah.
If you're gonna act like you're gonna act, it's because you act worse because of the alcohol.
Yeah,
that's who you are.
Right. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I really that says it all. It enhances who you are.
Right.
That's right. And you thought that you get older, you get wiser. Some people just
I love you, Scott. I really do. Controversial Cruising says, unless it's the last French fry, I'm not fighting. No one. Wow. Okay.
We got two guys, and you get more prizes there.
Well, now we got to watch the.
I'll fight over strawberries. That's me. Strawberries.
No, you could have them all. Now I know, and the next time I get some, I'll bring them to you.
Especially on the Paradise where everything is limited.
Stop.
If it's the last French fry, yeah, we might have to go over to Blue Iguana at that point because
I love me some strawberries.
Antoinette at Fun says, Jeremy Sheryl, my husband is watching y'all's Mardi Gras Embarkation Day videos on the big screen. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. That's what we do, and that's why we don't write in people's chats because
it's on the big TV.
It's on the big TV.
Eventually, we'll be able to just say something into the her device and be able to type into.
I wish that would happen real soon.
I know it's voice activated when you're just talking to it. I don't know. Here we go. Captain Billy J says there's one positive about alcohol. Drinking it makes Eddie look better and taller. Okay, maybe not taller.
How many times I got to tell this guy he's not my type?
Yep. And Controversial Cruising, Scott enhanced.
Right.
Can't wait for 2.0.
I can't wait. I'm telling you, your cheeks are going to laugh.
They're going to hurt.
They're going to hurt.
Yes. We are a fun group, believe it or not. We really are.
I'm telling you.
All right. Well, that was a great discussion. Let's hear about the discussion around this 2.0 thing that everybody keeps talking about. I don't know what they mean. Eddie, maybe you can shine a little light on the subject.
It will be happening October 28th this year. Leaving out Tampa on the Carnival Paradise. Small ship, less people, better crowd, good group. So you want to go Let's go. Let's get together with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel so you can put your deposit down on your cabin and pay it off by July. We're going to leave out of Tampa, going down to Key West and Montego Bay and Grand Cayman on a 6-day cruise. Let's go, people. We're going to be celebrating Halloween. We're going to be celebrating Jeremy, Scott, and Mike from Cruise Nuts' birthday. So come along and enjoy with us. Scott from the Country Cruising will be there with his family. June and Brady. Also, Ross from Orange Cone Blog will be there. James Cataniza and his wife will be there. Charlie We Think About will be there too. I mean, a bunch of people, all of us will be there, except for Keith, who they're trying to bring also, since Alex is going to be there too. So be 2 teams in the group cruise. But keep us falling behind. We'll see what happens. So, everybody, let's get ready for it. October 28th, get in touch with Bruce. Check out this video.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Out of Tampa, Florida. Port of Calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
And James Cantonese, who is also going to be on the cruise with us, says 2.0 is going to be fun, to say the very least.
Fun.
And Captain Billy J says both sets of cheeks will hurt on 2.0.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Both sets.
Both sets of cheeks.
I got 2. Here's 2.
Controversial Cruising tour in Montego Bay. Okay, that'll work.
Okay, we're gonna jump on and jump off that bus.
Yep. And Cruise Nut says, remember everyone, these nuts are drinkers too. Let's have the go live together, folks. It's going to be a different blast.
It's gonna be different because you got 1, 2, 3, and then Cruise Nuts. Oh my God.
And Scott with his friend
Country.
Jane is coming from what we understand. And yeah.
It's gonna be, oh my God.
Oh, okay. Yep. Traveling with Tinkerbell. I'm also doing a reservation for dining at Columbia Restaurant the night before the cruise, some Cuban food. Yeah.
So get with her if you want to come.
Yes, we got to check that out. Absolutely. And speaking of checking out people, what is going on for the remainder of the day on YouTube?
Well, we got coming up this morning at 11 o'clock in the morning will be a Moment in the War with Darian, followed by Miracles of Mayhem and sometime around 12-ish with Masha. 1 p.m. will be Roy and Becky's Troubles, followed by 5 p.m. Premiere by the Butt Files. Cruise Nuts do not have a premiere tonight. They usually do one at 7. And also Half Luggage Will Travel might be on at 8 p.m. tonight. It all depends. They're on a cruise right now, so they might not be alive tonight. And some other creators will be on respectively. I'm getting the list ready for the week. So if you want to be part of it, let me know. A lot of you think about already know, so don't worry. I already got your times put down. So, I like to support the guys that support us by being here on the chat. I want to make sure that I let everybody know your dates and your times and your premieres for lives and stuff that you're going to have ahead of time. Okay? So there you go.
And how can the people share that with you, Eddie? I know that we're putting our list together for the regulars that are here in the chat, and also, the visitors as well. How do they get in touch with you to give you their schedule for lives and premieres?
Well, easily. Just contact me at eddielugostudios@gmail.com.
Good. So
if you have a messenger, send me a message in Messenger and Facebook, and I get it there too.
Absolutely. Well, that will work. And as always, if you're a creator in the chat here, first of all, we appreciate you coming in. God knows it's it's a task dealing with a YouTube channel, and the fact that you guys are coming in, watching the show, supporting us is so wonderful that we have opened up this Nightbot so that way you can drop your own link. You can do so and promote your own channel here. We do not mind. Matter of fact, we invite you to do so by typing in the word #creator. If you're in our chats, #ELS or #YoYoYo in Eddie Lugo Studios chat, and #TMD if you're in the Mustard Drills chat. That way everybody can notice you, click on your link, and go hit that thing, that red button that we all love. Well, now it's black, I think, on mobile. I don't know. They keep changing everything.
This morning, after I was done with my morning show, I checked everybody's channel that I'm able to recall that are here on the chats.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that what they have, and some of them have later streams or premieres later this week. Already got them down. I checked others that have just channels that are supporters that come here, so we appreciate that. Most of them, like Will G, Kathy Mills, and all that, we appreciate you guys coming in over.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys don't have a channel per se, but it's appreciated that you take the time to come to us.
Absolutely.
Also, I have a bunch of stuff already for tomorrow. I know that 6:30 in the morning, anything is possible. We'll be on at 6:30 in the morning with a live. Like every day, Monday through Friday, I'm on at 7:15 in the morning till 8 o'clock in the morning myself. 8 o'clock CME goes on from Monday through Friday also from 8 to 8:30. Wednesdays and Friday is Chet on CME Journey, 8:30 to 9, and then 9 o'clock is us. We go live together. You don't get to see that part because it's early in the morning, but you have the chance the day before to say something about it. I'll let you guys know.
Also, Can't Stop Walking But Love Mowing and Cruising comes on. I know for us,
It's 5.
it's
our time.
5 a.m. Central Standard Time. So, yeah, not every day. I think it's maybe Thursdays.
No, he comes on every day.
Every day? Okay, well, that'll work.
Also, the Stu Tours usually comes in at 6.
Yeah.
I believe that last week he was in Florida. There's no schedule anything this week yet, except for Thursday. He's doing a Thursday with Scott from the Controversial Cruising on Thursday night, 7 p.m. That's what I have so far.
Yep.
So we'll see how the rest of the week goes.
And Danny D, the spectacular supporter, has been a member for 6 months, and we want to celebrate that. And she got big news from her was Big Brother got engaged to his girlfriend.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
She does have a channel, so you want to go check her out. She does a little Lego builds.
Mm-hmm.
Give some support too.
And she's a TikToker too, right?
I'm not sure.
I believe so.
I'm not sure.
Some
But,
dog videos.
Let us know, Danny.
And Controversial Cruising says Jimmy will be back tomorrow with his morning show with Kenny at 6 a.m. Eastern.
There we go. Yeah.
And
I need to see a thumbnail on it. Otherwise, I'm not writing it down. I know some schedules, but I haven't seen. I went through a lot of channels this morning looking for stuff like that. I know there's some regulars already, so those are definitely going back. Yep.
And everybody have a good remainder of the day. We definitely appreciate you coming in for the show this morning. Thank you guys. We do. We appreciate you. As always.
Are you gonna cry?
He's already crying.
I know.
No, that's just my eye leak, and I got some kind of thing. I don't know. I was just sitting there yesterday, and like it just started.
You
dropping.
love me so much
I do,
that you're gonna cry.
and I love the people too.
Oh no, you're gonna cry.
Let's let them go.
Oh.
Okay. Y'all take care of each other out there as always. Y'all hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and never ever forget. We love you and good morning.
Good morning.
Bye.